In my very fancy Google Doc, page 1 of 6, we're gonna look at all the Nintendo news. So Nintendo had basically a quarterly quarterly earnings report. Not good at speaking today. Kind of tired. It's kind of bright. There was people yelling outside. Doesn't matter. So the big thing, and then there's a bunch of news from this. Big thing to me, NX is coming roughly around March 2017, which is kind of later than what we thought. There were rumors it was going to be this year for everything. There was rumors it was going to be this year for the handheld, and then 2017 for the full thing. Who knows what they're doing? Certainly they're not doing that shitty circle controller, thank God. And then there was the thing this week with that weird U magnet controller. No, stop. No. Be weird, Nintendo. Don't be that weird. So this is also weird. It's not going to be shown at E3. It's not going to be at E3. Does that mean we might still get some information about it? Hopefully, I would imagine. You have to think the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One were revealed at these events in February and March, April, May, around then for Xbox One. And then it came out at the end of the year. So if this is a spring 2017, June-ish is a decent time. It's also when everyone's covering E3, so you should kind of say a few things. Are we going to learn everything? No. Basically, just based upon the fact that Nintendo showed off the Wii U gamepad and didn't really make it clear that this was a new console for months at a time. They didn't do a great job at that. Maybe they're learning. I don't know. This doesn't look good, and we'll get into all the other news of like why this is just kind of weird, but who knows? It's also rumored or said, who knows at this point, to feature a brand new concept. What does that even mean? I can't think of it. That's why it's brand new, I guess, suppose, I don't know. What do you mean brand new concept? That's worrisome. Brand new concept? Because even like two screens on the 2DS or on the DS and the 3DS and the 2DS, even the dual screens, that's a new concept. But it's not like a brand new concept where you're like, whoa, it's still two screens. We had touch screens before. That's not that crazy. They had the Game & Watch, which had two screens. Like, it's not. So what does that, is it actually a brand new concept, which is bad? Or is it just a brand new concept for them? Maybe the brand new concept just simply means what the rumors are all saying, and that it's a handheld and a console thing. Whatever that means, that would be a brand new concept. I don't know. Why would I know? I don't know anything. So this brings us also the news of the new Zelda being delayed to 2017, as I have here, originally scheduled for 2015. I don't remember when 2015. It was like rough, and then halfway through the year, it was delayed to the end of the year, or it was just pushed back. Doesn't matter. It's now been delayed again. Kind of not surprised. Also not surprised it's coming to the NX as well. We basically knew that. And that's interesting to me, even though we've kind of known it was going to happen. The whole NX version, I don't know. There's the rumor that it's industry-leading chips, that it's going to look better or run better. That's the idea, the implication that it's going to be on an NX. Is that true? Maybe, probably. I've always thought the Zelda Wii U footage that they've shown looks too good. It looks too good for the Wii U. I don't trust it, and that was from years ago. And you have to understand too, when this was delayed from 2015, in 2015, that was probably the start of NX development on this game. Like, it had to have been that long ago. This is still weird. But even stranger, the only game being shown at E3, what is that even, what is happening, not only to Nintendo, but to E3? The E3, we got EA's kind of gone, someone else was gone, I forget who, I don't care. All these places are leaving. Konami's definitely gone. Konami's not even doing anything. A lot of these places are leaving E3 and like doing their side things next to E3, or Nintendo's just kind of there. Why are you showing just Zelda? That's cool, and it's nice to finally have something more substantial than a 30-second trailer and then a minute of gameplay from 2 years ago. That was from the Game Awards 2015, I think. That little bit of information. Yeah, it couldn't have been last year, so that's a long time ago. But there's other games. There are other games. Like Nintendo, you're sending this message of like, we don't have anything. Here's Zelda. You guys won't shut up about it. All you want is Zelda. All you guys did was complain about last year's E3. There's not enough Zelda. There's no Zelda. Here's Zelda. I know we made this Nintendo or this Metroid game that no one liked. We're not going to talk about it. We're also making this Kirby game with robots. No, it's not going to be the show. Like, nothing. I'm sure there's new things. There's Pokemon, what was it called? Sun and Moon. No? Nowhere? Nowhere? Okay. It's just weird. It's weird that that's the only thing, and maybe that's kind of just a statement they're saying now, and there'll be a few other things. Definitely behind closed doors there'll be more things. But it's weird. It's definitely weird to me. Why only? I don't know. And then we get into some numbers. Not some news. Everything's new. 12.8 million sold isn't necessarily that bad. It's bad compared to the 40-something of the PS4, but the Xbox One sold about 18, 19. These are estimates, maybe 20. So it's not good. But... And following the other rumors that production could end on the Wii U this year, they're saying, oh, in March 2018. Who the hell is still buying all these things? Like, is the Wii U something you can still use with your NX? Like, why is this still happening? It's very strange. If you're going to launch a new console then, you're still making the old console that no one's buying. Very strange. Very strange. They're looking to sell less than 1 million copies, or products of the Wii U, units of the Wii U in the next year. Like, that's not good. That's not... It's a shame, too, because the Wii U has a ton of great games. As you'll see in the list of 10 top games here. Which also should bring up Mario Kart 8 selling 7.5 million copies basically means more than half the people that own a Wii U have Mario Kart. That's insane. Okay, Uncharted 4 is coming out. It's not going to sell 20 million. But that's what it'd have to do to reach the attach rate for the Wii U. That's crazy. These copies are nuts. And also, there must have been a typo in the GameSpot article. I fixed your typo. Typo, people. Nintendo Land, that's bundled in. That's a weird number, too. Mario 3D World, of course. I wish Smash was higher. I wish Mario Maker was higher. It really doesn't make any sense. This is your thing. Like, Nintendo, Mario is your thing. And now you can make infinite Mario levels, and somehow that doesn't sell that many. Also, really bummed out about Wind Waker. Why can't Zelda games... This is why it's very confusing with Nintendo. That's a low number for Zelda. Okay? That's not good. This is why they're hesitant to do anything that's not Mario. Mario? So like crazy. Zelda? We also got 3DS numbers. Less interesting, obviously Pokemon, obviously Animal Crossing. Smash. You can see the Smash numbers almost double on 3DS. I don't know why I'm pointing at here. Look. Tomodachi Life is a surprise to me. How did that... As is Luigi's Mansion. That's upsetting. More people played the Luigi's Mansion sequel on 3DS than played Wind Waker HD. Upset. We also got a bunch of Nintendo mobile news. More titles are coming. Obviously, these titles are going to be free. They've said this before, that all their mobile stuff will be free, as long as that stays. Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is going to be kind of simplified a little bit from their statement. It's kind of a vague statement. And Animal Crossing, which is interestingly says it's going to integrate with some other Animal Crossing titles. So there's like benefits to playing both. What does that mean? There's all these questions. Does that mean New Leaf? Does that mean Happy Home Designer? Who the hell knows? Because Nintendo, even when they're talking to like investors or whatever, insists on just saying, yeah, we're doing that. Okay, well, and Nintendo, give me the and. I'll give you the and. So we have 10 million users for Miitomo. Great, good for you. Good for someone, I guess. What does that mean? Are there any earnings from this? Probably not. Is that why you intentionally launch it towards the end of your quarter so you can't really say anything about it? I'm questioning everything Nintendo does. I don't like it. They're being way too secretive. At this point, it's out of control. The no news is good news only works for a year or two, not for like 6 years. Then we have Amiibo, which Amiibo clearly doing good for Nintendo. What's surprising to me, there are more Amiibo cards shipped. Who is buying these Amiibo cards? Animal Crossing is huge, I realize that, but the Amiibo cards are like $5 for 3 cards. What the hell am I doing with it? I can't even display cards. What am I gonna do, laminate them all together and lay them on your wall like people have butterflies? Not that crazy, not yet, at least. More interesting, not interesting. I say that a lot. More interesting, not a good segue. I should work on my segue. Anyway, Link, Pikachu, and then Zelda, the top 3 in the US. How? How is this possible? In a world where the Zelda games don't sell as well as the Mario or the Pokemon games, how is Link better than Pikachu? Where's Mario in this top 3? What the hell is happening? I don't understand anything. And people maybe are kind of dire and down on Nintendo. Obviously, they had the whole Wii War Chest, and that's definitely had to have dwindled, for sure. But they're not doing that bad, all things considered. When you got this operating income graph, which I don't know who made, if they made it, where they were losing money in 2012, 2013, and 2014. And the last 2 years, they've made money. They're making money. Despite having not very successful console, they're making money. And it's got to come down to their software, really. They're selling this thing, which Wii U is still like $300, which is crazy. Crazy. Especially considering rumors of this PlayStation Neo that could be $400, that'd be so vastly more technologically advanced. That's interesting. But it's good for them. They're making money. I want to see Nintendo be successful. I want them to release whatever the hell this is, and it be fine, and it be okay. And maybe it doesn't sell as well as a PS4, but it does well. And we've gotten so little information about what this even is going to be, what it could be, how it would work. And they keep making weird decisions that were they always in the works, and they've now drifted paths. Like we have the Super Nintendo games on 3DS, but it's only on the new 3DS. Like, these are weird. Like, why even do that? If you're going to be releasing this thing in a year, why'd you even do that? You're making this new... I don't understand you. Nintendo, I don't understand you. You're so clear. That's the weird thing about Nintendo. They're so clear. They'll tell you, here's how many units we've sold of this game. Okay, here's exact units. Perfect. We don't get that from really anyone. And then they're just like, nope, no details at all. Like, I'm just frustrated with Nintendo, is what it is. Just really, can you give me anything, any information? We know more about the PlayStation Neo, which not even is a thing technically yet. It's all but a thing. But we don't know anything about this. This has been rumored for years now. They first brought up the NX, what, 2015? Yeah. It had to be last year. I don't know how years work. I forget that it's 26. I keep thinking 2015 was like 6 years ago. I don't know. It's weird. Nintendo's messed up. I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. It's not my place to do anything.